That's Multan. It's the
in the tournament?
no, in the tournament. Oh, are we back? 11.05.
109 for 5.
11.05.
And we've hit that phase, haven't we? The final 5 overs. And this is where the real fireworks have to start. So Multan throughout this HBL PSL have gone at 11.5 runs and over in the final 5, which is not bad. And obviously today, they're going to need that. The average score throughout Gaddafi's been 160, thereabouts, and we've seen a couple of pitches played on where it was a 200 scoring pitch because of it was a real sheen, it was hard. But it's just a little bit slower today. And Dilbar is not a bad bowler to finish things off. He can bowl that really quick delivery, and he's got good slower options as well. Dirk Nannis is back in the chair.
He's cagey, isn't he? Been really impressed with the way he's worked throughout this tournament. The way he's able to, as I've said before, it just looks like he's waking up in the morning in his slippers, walking down the corridor at home on his way into bowl. And let's go for some thunderbolts, regularly over 140. Does bowl that very sharp bouncer, but I'm not sure that's the type of ball that will be effective here. I think it's got to be more that Visa style, that slower ball into the pitch, which has been working so well thus far.
Yeah, I just wonder whether he watches Jofra Archer. Jofra Archer comes in on this shortish run-up, and then all of a sudden he hits that bouncer at high 140s. I mean, obviously he stung Steve Smith in that Lord's Test match. I'm just watching The Test, it's called, on Amazon, and it's unbelievable to get access behind the scenes. The Australian team, I don't think that's ever been done before. It's a great insight. Nicely played. Rockets down the ground. Exactly what they need, Multan. They need to get a flow in these final 5.
It's a left-hander's dream, this. Kushtil gets the half. Well, it's not really a half volley. Ball is just starting to reverse. This pitch is slightly abrasive. But that is a glorious straight drive. Really is. Beautiful extension. Lovely weight, head over the ball. Flashed away to the mid-off boundary.
Oh, he was winding up there. He was going to go to cow corner, and then he bails out.
Beautiful balance, head over the ball, and then you see that shot, next ball.
That was the absolute antithesis, wasn't it, of perfect technique. It's just some kind of crabby, stabby. Oh, well, never mind. Got him off strike anyway.
Just one, so 9 from the over.
Because there's a big semi-final coming up in a couple of days.
5 wickets down. What do you make of the current situation in the match?
I think we're all right. We're in a decent position. It's not been easy scoring on that sort of pitch. It's quite slow. Ball's not really coming on, so it's quite hard to pierce the gaps. Otherwise, it's okay. I think 160 is a decent score.
Had a chance to get out at all? Just play a bit of golf?
We did actually go for a little golf evening, actually, under lights, which was really nice. We've been out to a couple of food places as well, which the food has been really good as well. So a couple of times, not too much.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, and all the best for this one and the rest of the tournament as well.
Thank you.
Oh, it's out of here. That is out of here. The dynamic of this ground is that there's a lot of grass behind the boundary. And that's where a lot of the practice pitches are, and that is exactly where it's gone. He has nailed that.
Well, we had technical orthodoxy with the 4, But this is an Osaka Batteries power shot over mid-wicket. Front leg out of the way and swipe hard.
81 metres. There we go, into that vacant space. And down the ground, he smashes it. This is brilliant batting. It's the way to finish 20 overs. If he can keep this up, there'll be 3 after this. And Kushdeel is on a roll, 26 from 14.
This is just flat batted. Kushdeel's been in for a long time now. He's been in for 29 minutes. Didn't get to face too many balls early on because he was rotating the strike well, but now he's exploding.
Yeah, and these last 5, they're the best in the last 5, Multan. They've got the most. The highest run rate, and they're showing us how. It's 16 from it, 1, 3, 4 for 5. Runs away. And puts in a dive, but doesn't haul it back. So this run rate now creeps up over 8. This is a good effort by Multan.
Really are starting to get some huge momentum going towards the end of this innings. Probably not the line he wanted to bowl. Yeah, you wonder who's going to bowl and whether Harris Rav bowling that previous over was needed. He's been tapped up.
Yeah, well, I'll bowl Shaheen next from the other end. I'd bowl him because he can maybe stop this with his Yorkers, because at the moment it's an onslaught. They've picked up the pace, and once it happens in this form of the game, Butch, it is hard to stop. Another HBL 6, and it's a big tally.
Oh, 20 grand. Another 20 grand, and this is Kushti from Kushdeel. Get it up there in the slot. He goes, boom.
Domestic 50 overs cricket because he hasn't been given much opportunities in T20.
Kushdeel, this is a magic innings, isn't it? 33 from 13. And a good partnership to finish off. That's exactly what they needed. Now, just so you know, Kushdeel in the last 3 years, he's hit 86s in Pakistan domestic cricket. Now, that's in 50-over cricket. He hasn't had much of an opportunity in this form of the game. So I think he'll be around for a bit longer.
I was going to say, I reckon he might get a bit more of a go now, don't you?
Why has it taken 3 years? 86s. So we're seeing another ball get changed. This will be the second time it's happened.
Well, it's because Kushdeel's destroying the leather at the minute. This one took a huge ricochet off the advertising hoardings. And that's not done the quarter seam any good. This is a great hand, really great hand. Middled, 100%.
Yeah, well, the ball hit the advertising board. That's why it's got the chunk out of it. So what does Dilbar do now? Slow one, goes short. Wrong option. And normally you'd hear a crowd go wild for something like that. So we'll go wild up here for what we're seeing.
He is going berserk. 8 off 9 at the start of his innings. Then gone and taken 33 of the next 9 balls. And it shows no sign of stopping. Strap yourselves in, because I dare say this is going to be another big swat.
I was talking not long ago about Lahore finishing it off when they're on top. But it's just not happening at the moment. This batting has got such a flow that it's going to be hard to stop. Shaheen is the reason. 148.7 Dilbar bowls that one. That's why I say Shaheen should bowl the next over, because he's in the penultimate over has got an opportunity to bowl those fast Yorkers, and he's got the slower ball, but those Yorkers have been deadly throughout. But I wouldn't leave him till the 20th. He's got to try and stem it in the 19th. Slices off, and 150 comes up. It was going to be a struggle for a while, but it actually waltzed there in the 18th over. Osaka power shot. This is a bit of the big hitting we've seen. It took a long time for that first one to be hit. But then it's been a little bit of a procession at the moment. You've just got to get that first one away sometimes. Smash down the ground. Back live. Oh. Wow, duck that one. Free hit.
Oh, no apology there either from Dilbar. Not one that we saw anyway. This is what a heat-sinking missile. Beamer. A warning from the umpire, and quite rightly so. I reckon this might even have had a little bit of reverse on it as well. This is how well Kushtil's seeing him.
It just goes wrong. Occasionally it can go wrong. We don't see too many of them. Very awkward to face because as a batsman you're tracking off the pitch. You say watch the ball. Here's a free hit. And it goes for 4, so punished. Can't believe he did it. Nicely played. There's an inventive stroke. Not that we don't see it too often in this game. We see it a lot, don't we? And he loved it. And that will bring up a 50. What a 50 we've witnessed here in Lahore of 22 balls.
Only his second innings, Kushtil. And it's been absolutely magnificent. Guessed that the ball was going to be full again. Guessed that Shaheen would go for the Yorker. Just got the line wrong. Second fastest 50 of all time in the PSL. For Multan.
What's he going to try this ball? He could go again. Oh, good change up, Shaheen. And sometimes you do see him on the deck. You often see him on the deck in the field. He's one of the funniest fielders I've ever witnessed. He can get those legs tangled up, and he didn't follow through. He's okay. He just hurt his thumb. But he won't stop him. He's a Trojan. He keeps coming in. He's a terrific bowler. And he keeps coming in with those Yorkers. We've obviously just seen a really good slow ball. Can he get the breakthrough? The last wicket was when they were on 91. Bowling again. That's what he does so well. So I think Weiser's got to bowl the final over. I wouldn't give it to Dilbar.
Yeah, you do need someone to take the pace off or be cagey. Shane Afridi's been so good because he's accurate with his Yorker. It's no good to try and bowl a Yorker if you can't nail it every time. He's been so good at doing that. But who's going to be able to match that at the other end? I don't think anyone can bowl Yorkers as well as him. It's going to be someone who can bowl defensively and get themselves out with no damage. I think that's Visa on this pitch.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. That is brilliant.
Sorry, that's just ridiculous. There is no right for a batsman to try and play this shot.
Naughty, naughty, naughty. Just look at the feet. The quick shift of position. I mean, if Shaheen doesn't go full there, he's just wearing that straight in the mush. But he's guessed, and guessed brilliantly. And that takes some real bravery and skill.
Oh, Butch, you got there so early in that position. I'm surprised Shane didn't dig it in. Oh, brilliant. Yes, we needed to see it today. His final ball of this innings, Shaheen, just proves that his Yorkers are the best we've seen so far.
This is an absolute rip snorter of a Yorker to finish his set of 4. No problem there. Foot originally lands behind the line. Spots so well again today.
2 overs for 29. And we'll just add to that, won't we? We'll just add to that. We're now in the 30s. He had Weiser up his sleeves, the skipper. He's got 2 for 24 off 3. That has been hammered over extra cover. Low full toss, HBL. It's like a slot machine, the number.
And this is exactly what I was talking in the last over. Shane Afridi would bowled that length. Look at that, almost landing on the crease. And when you're on, great ball to bowl. When you're not on, you bowl full tosses like we've just seen from Harris Ralph, and it goes 20 metres over the fence. Can't bowl that ball again.
I tell you, this is looking like a good score now. Dirk Nano said it in the opening couple of overs. This is a quarter-final for Lahore.
Fetch that one too. That's out of here. Look how big and long that is. That's gone high and it has travelled. The umpire is getting exhausted.
Stand and deliver. Once again, look at that length going for the Yorker. Nowhere near it. Such a dangerous to bowl.
Oh, good celebration. Tuple tee. Butch wants a little bit of extra in that tee, I'm sure, after that shot. But you did say, I must give you credit, you said setting the pace today might have been a really good option for Lahore. And the buggy is in danger, the HBL buggy. It's just sitting there. It can't move. Well, at least he's got a slow ball. But Weser, at 2 for 24 with one left, has not been given the over. I can't believe that. So this is going to be hard to chase down now, Butch.
Yeah, you'd imagine that it's going to be something in excess of 180. Kalanders have chased down a couple of scores in that region on their winning run. But this pitch is a little slower. They're not going to have Dew to help them out later. And it's a quarter-final for them.
Oh, he's hammered that. Unfortunately for Lahore, it's gone straight to the man in the deep. He's 64 off 28. Kushdeel has been outstanding, absolutely outstanding. So in the last 30 balls, they've scored 74 for 1. So you think of the position, it was 4 for 90, 5 for 91. Multan in trouble. And it just goes to show, this is what a Chris Lynn or a Ben Dunk or one of the talented Pakistan players are going to have to do for Lahore. The cameo. You need the cameo.
And there's been no panic either. Remember, he was 8 off 9 balls. 8 off 9. Then he has just gone bananas. Absolutely belting the ball to all parts. Entertaining batting.
Yeah, needed to get up the other end.
You know, the definition of cameo is kind of like it's a bit part that steals the show, right?
Well, I'm
kind of giving him a starring role here in this innings.
This is a starring role. It's more than a cameo, isn't it?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Cameo is probably 30 off 10, 30 off 15, changing the flow.
David Visa at the back end of the game against Peshawar with the bat. That was a cameo, won the game.
This is a solid innings.
This is a starring role from Kushdeel.
Yeah, sorry, Butch, I got that wrong. Last ball. And he's let it go through. It's a wide, so that's a good move. Kushdeel, nice to be put in my place there by...
No, listen, I just know... I know what a student you are for languages, you see.
Well, quite often I tried to use the Queen's English, but I can't really pull it off when I say Australia. I come from Australia.
Straya.
So this should be the last ball of the innings. 180 for 6. Oh, thank you very much. Robin Hood has got the arrow out and down the ground she goes.